Well, guys, we are zoning in on launch day for the next gen consoles, and there's been some miscommunication, some dilemmas ever since pre-orders came out, and things just got chaotic. Some retailers have even warned about delays if you pre-order the game. Like Amazon sent out high demand delay email warnings. I've heard people that have gotten their orders from GameStop get delayed notices and things like that. And then most recently, Phil Spencer and Jim Ryan, both from Sony and Xbox, have even warned that day one stock might be pretty low. They've kind of given a warning on it. This thing is going to be in demand, both Xbox and PlayStation 5. It's going to be hard to get one if you haven't pre-ordered one at this moment. But now, a UK retailer by the name of Game, and I've covered these people in the past, this retailer. Game has some bad news about day one stock for Xbox Series X. We're going to read this article. I just found it. It was just published today from express.co.uk. Before we get into it, guys, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, why don't you go ahead and hit the red subscription button down below, and let's read this potentially bad news for people in the UK. So this says, not gotten Xbox Series X pre-order. Game has some bad news about day one stock. Xbox Series X fans that haven't managed to get a pre-order in but are hoping to bag a console on day one have been delivered some bad stock news from Game. So this is in the UK. Now, to read the thing, it says, Xbox Series X release date is almost here, with Microsoft's highly anticipated and super powerful next generation console just days away from launching. On Tuesday, November 10, the Xbox Series X and Series S will have their worldwide release dates. The main bulk of pre-orders for the Xbox Series X and Series S launched back in September, with the Xbox Series X selling out at lightning fast speeds. And that is accurate. This damn thing, like that, anytime it popped up, and then it would just be kind of wishy-washy on whether you can manage to sneak one in on Best Buy or whatnot. I gave up at one point. I was like, you know what? I'll just get it later. I might camp out still. But now this is basically just going on and saying everything we already know. Pre-orders were a mess. If you didn't get one now, it's pretty tough, aside from the weird pre-order release. Now it says, since then, pre-orders for both the Xbox Series X and Series S have been like gold dust. But fans looking to grab one of Microsoft's latest consoles have been surely keeping their fingers crossed for day one stock. And that's where everybody's eyes are at now. Day one stock and Black Friday news. So Black Friday, Best Buy supposedly is going to be getting some more next-gen stock. I think they've officially announced it and confirmed it. Nobody else has. I think Target has said they'll be having some launch day stock, but it would be curbside. We've covered all this in multiple videos on the channel. Haven't heard too much in way of anything new. This is the newest update. And it says, unfortunately, in a new stock update, Game has revealed that they do not have confirmation yet that they will have day one Xbox Series X stock available for anyone that hasn't managed to place a pre-order. That is heavy, and this kind of coincides with what Phil Spencer and Jim Ryan have been saying. Jim Ryan was saying the first 12 hours of the pre-order for PlayStation 5 was equivalent to the first 12 weeks of the PlayStation 5, where we're just so busy, so much in demand, that it would probably be next to impossible to find one on launch date. And Phil Spencer also echoed the sentiment that it looks like stock allocation is going to be difficult for the foreseeable future for several months after launch. So this says the news was revealed in a thread on Twitter. At the at Game Digital account on Twitter announced how the upcoming new coronavirus lockdown measures will affect the Xbox Series release date. So this might be affected because of the lockdowns that are going to be happening in Europe again. It says, at Game Digital Twitter posted, Xbox Series SX store pre-orders. Please come and pre-purchase your console from now until Wednesday evening. You will then be able to collect your console on launch day between 8 to 2. Xbox All Access customers will be contacted directly tomorrow with further instruction. They then added, please note this is for customers that already have an in-store pre-order deposit for the Xbox Series SX. So this is for customers that already put some deposit down with a pre-order to go and fully purchase their console so they can pick it up on launch because of the new protocol. One Twitter user asked whether they could queue up without a pre-order on release date to pick up a shiny new Xbox. So somebody's saying, hey, I don't have a pre-order. Can I still show up and get one? Game Digital Twitter said, unfortunately, we do not have confirmation that we will have stock on launch date for customers that don't have a pre-order. We recommend checking the website for updates to avoid disappointment and unnecessary travel to store. The news comes as recently as Curry's opened pre-orders for the Xbox Series X once again, but had the next Microsoft console listed for 2,449 euros. So now this is interesting. They're not confirming that they'll have launch day stock, but they're telling people who have a pre-order already to go in and make this purchase. Now, the article continues quite a bit. It says, before you have steam shooting out of your ears like you would in a Warner Brothers cartoon, just know gamers weren't actually having to actually fork out this much money. The batch of Xbox Series X pre-orders were only available to priority customers that had already put down a deposit. The way it worked was Curry's increased the listed price of the Series X on the website massively, but also sent out eligible customers a code, which topped up their €5 deposit with an extra 2,000 euros. So I guess it was a way of them keeping the stock allocated or some kind of weird thing. This was the Curry's thing. So this code, which could only be used on a Series X console, brought the price they actually paid down to its RRP. Curry's later adopted the same strategy with the recent wave of PS5 pre-orders. The major high street retailer said this decision was taken due to exceptionally high demand. So websites, online retailers are having to make workarounds for this, guys. This is how crazy it's been. So you can see right here, this was the tweet between game.co.uk and a Twitter user confirming they do not have confirmation of stock on launch date. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know what to tell y'all. This is kind of, I don't want to say disappointing or disheartening news, but again, it lays in the fact, and with everything that Microsoft has been saying recently, if you didn't get a pre-order now, it's going to be tough with day one stock, because a lot of places haven't confirmed whether they're going to have enough. For the places that are saying they might have some, as far as we know, it could end up just being only like 8 consoles at a Target, or, you know, some kind of lower number. So I know a lot of people are saying, well, Xbox isn't in demand as much as Sony. It's going to be easier to find. I mean, what's easier to find? You know, 8 consoles in your area? I don't know. Hopefully you guys get it. Hopefully you guys manage to find a Series X if you're trying to get one, or a PlayStation 5, whichever side you're picking. Again, I don't do console wars. But, yeah, Game had this news about day one stock. So if you're over in the UK, guys, just want to keep y'all updated. Over here in the United States, it's still looking like the same thing, but not many retailers have come out and said similar things. But I would say expect some low allocation on launch day. So, guys, what do you think? Comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys on the next video.